Hi, everyone. This is a quick tutorial on how to put in your extracurricular activities, your awards, and your volunteership information into DICAS. So please note, everything is combined in this Excel spreadsheet. However, you will upload each tab individually. For example, your awards need to be uploaded separate from your volunteership, etc. So let's start out at the sports and extracurricular activities. Now, I was not in any sports, but I was an officer of SNDA. So that's part of one of your extracurricular activities. So you want to put your role, your responsibilities, your start date and your start year, and then your end month and end year. And this is very important right here, the number of hours that you work per week and the number of hours you work per year. Now, these are just like a rough estimate. And what I did is I just asked the previous officer what they had obtained. So next we're going to go to the certifications. So these certifications are your professional certifications. I used to be a hairdresser, so I did some teachers training and I was certified in that. You can also put in your CPR and your AED certification here as well. Now we're going to move on to your work. You want to put your employer, your position title, your key responsibilities. Now I took out the supervisor's name and last name just because this is a video that I'm giving out to people. So I'm protecting their privacy. Supervisor's title, very important. You do need the supervisor's phone number, at least a way to contact them, even if you don't have their email, have their phone number or vice versa. Your start date, month, year, number of days, number of hours per week, and total of hours at this experience. And you know, what did you receive out of this? Was this paid? Did you receive academic credit? One of the most important things you need to understand is that there's going to be a time limit as far as like past 5 years or the past 10 years, what you can put on this, on your work experiences. So as I said before, I used to be a hairdresser, and I think that was like 10 years past, so I could not use that information. But that's okay. I mean, you can still use some like volunteership experience that you did. For example, I did a Greener Planet, and I was paid when I did these chef demonstrations. But it was basically a volunteership opportunity, which was paid. So you can do that here as well. Next, we're going to go on to your volunteer experiences. Sorry, let me scroll up. There is a lot of them. So as I mentioned before, I was an officer of SNDA. So you can put that here as your volunteership opportunities. But what you also want to do is you want to highlight specific things that you did, even with your role as an officer in SNDA. For example, I did like the Healthy Kids Festival. I did the JDRF Type 1 Summit. I was also, you also want to put like other roles that you've had within your school organization. You know, like I was a service chair, you can put that in there. Most important thing when you do all these volunteer opportunities is you want to make sure to get the phone number, who the organizer was, and any information that can basically say that you were doing this opportunity. So make sure when you do a volunteership offsite of campus that you get their name and their phone number. So let me scroll back up here. So yeah, you want to put the organization, your position title, your responsibilities, supervisors, first name and last name, their title, email or phone number, when you did this activity, how many hours did you do this activity? And then what was it? Was it a volunteer? Was it paid, etc.? Now let's move to the experience for academic credit. Now this is something that you obtained as an academic credit only, okay? This is not a volunteership opportunity. Okay, so for instance, I was in an independent study for clinical nutrition. That was an academic credit. So what did I do? You want to list your responsibilities. You want to list the supervisor's name, last name, title, their phone number, email, when you did this. And obviously this is academic credit, so just make sure to put that in. Let's see. There was an academic credit for doing something off campus in our nutrition program. So I was able to do that because we were able to obtain an academic credit that way. But just make sure you talk to your directors what they consider an academic credit. Now we're moving on to your professional membership, and that's anything not associated with your school organization. So as nutrition professionals, we should be all members of the academy and of our state. So we are Nevada and then you just write that you're a member and when your membership date and then the membership end date. Now we're on the professional workshops, conferences, stuff like that. You can list your statewide meetings and any sort of conferences that you've attended. Then you also want to list as far as like what you were doing at this meeting or conference. And even if it's like a different Nevada N meeting, you want to specify what's different about that meeting that you attended. Now you go on to your honors and awards. So this is where you list your Dean's Honor Roll, your membership into Collegiate Scholars, your membership into a student organization, and also like awards that you got within your school organization. For example, Fabulous Four Award for highest service hours obtained within the school year. But you also want to put your roles as like officers too, you know, put that you were service chair or that you were president of SNDA. And I think that's it. And if you have any questions, please direct them to your directors. Thank you.